Hello everybody and welcome. So my name is Angelo Tsocos and I work as a musician in the London area as a professional pianist and musical director, etc. For theatre shows. So with me today is the Oyayo 88 key keyboard. It also goes under another name, which I have here, and it is the KONIX 88 key digital piano keyboard on Amazon. So Oyayo have sent me this piano to test and review. It's quite nice. They send it out independently or to independent reviewers so that you can just give your own kind of take on the piano, good and bad things. And then they take kind of the YouTube videos, information, and then try and improve their next products on it. So it isn't like they send it out and give it to you for free, so you just give a good review. It's quite a good way of doing it, actually. So they've sent it to me, and then they'll take on board things that I say to yourself and also to them. First thing we need to address is what the keyboard comes with. So it comes with its own stand, a double brace X stand. It comes unbuilt in the box, and I haven't built it. It's just like any other X stand. It's very sturdy, takes easily up to like 30 kilograms when it was built. No problem at all, no bending, very sturdy. And that, it's such a simple thing. I didn't feel you needed to see that in action. It's literally a normal double brace X stand. Also comes with a piano case, which is very nice. The case fits the keyboard exactly. If you wish, I could show you that. So here's the piano case. Very much as you would expect, lovely quality. For the price of the whole package overall, I would say that the quality of the case is on par with more mainstream brands, and they would probably sell this for an awful lot more money. It's padded, it doesn't add too much weight at all, it's got an extra little carry case, and it's just the right size for carrying the keyboard. Obviously you can't fit the keyboard stand in there, it's literally just for the keyboard, but it gives it some protection. You also get a stand. This normally is referred to as a music rest by pianists. It's just got two drilled holes, and you pop that straight in. Very nice and easy, gives you a platform to kind of do your music on. Strong enough for one book, and I've got an iPad Pro over there, 12.9-inch one. It takes that a little bit floppy when it's playing because they're quite heavy, but it certainly is rigid enough that you could absolutely use an iPad if you're going to use through one of those apps or use it for music reading, no problem at all. So without further ado, the problem. A small problem, but one nonetheless. So it comes with a piano pedal, obviously a reduced size. You can see it. My hands are massive, but you can see it next to my hand. Yeah, so if you play piano, I can reach from a C to a G, which is that's quite a large stretch. So don't be put off by how small the pedal looks. It might just be what it is in my hand. However, with the pedal, commonly it comes with a 1/4-inch jack, as one would expect. However, the piano is supplied with some inputs in the back, and one of them is a mini jack. So that's kind of weird. So you can't actually plug it in straight away. I've checked the box thoroughly. Maybe mine was just missed out, but there's no adapter for it. So I know they're only between like about 50p to £2 or something, maybe even less. But you will need to buy a mini jack to 1/4-inch jack adapter so you're able to use the pedal. However, I do like they've included a proper one with a spring rather than those flat kind of square ones. I think that's a nice addition, but sadly I'm not able to test that for you. Okay, the piano itself comes in a beautiful shiny finish. They've even gone as far as putting a shiny finish on the underside of it and along the back. You see the speakers there as well. Comes with a few ports here. So you have a USB port, and then the ports along, you've got a line in if you'd like to put an auxiliary jack in to play music through the keyboard. And the keys still function when you do that. You've got a headphone out, which can be a headphone out or an output, which I've got going into my speaker. Then you've got a microphone input, and also you've got a pedal input. So pretty well rounded there. I've used Oyayo products before, never been a problem with their inputs. They've never peaked and been crackly either, so all good news there. And obviously you've got after sales service if you purchase from Amazon. You got it from Amazon, but also you got it from the company you buy from, Oyayo. So I feel like recommending it to students and parents because people I teach may buy this. You got that security there for peace of mind for your money. Right, for the actual keyboard itself, it comes with a multitude of buttons. So you've got up and down, then you've got, oh, doesn't like me doing that. Then you've got volume, tempo, tone. Obviously, I could name them all, but you can see them. And we're going to go through the volume one first. So if you're doing an output like I am at the moment, pop it on volume 1. Oh, volume and then volume 1. So the reason you want it on volume 1 is because anything that was above that, it crackled like crazy. However, without it being like that, when it wasn't on, it was totally fine. So here's what the piano sounds like on volume 1. Oh, apparently. But let me unmute it first. So there we go. Got a lovely bit of sunshine coming through my skylight at the moment. Let's just turn that down a little. My face is a bit dark now, but we can see the keys, which is the main focus of the video. Let's compromise. Okay, so that's your piano sound through it. Obviously there's no pedal available to use, but it's beautiful through the range. And if we mute my microphone, you can hear it without the key noise. This is what it sounds like on its own. It also comes with 129 sounds and also 128 rhythms. Interesting, they've got one different. So if we just go through groups of 10, really, I'll just show you a couple of keyboard sounds, then we'll go in groups of 10, otherwise you'll be here all, well, for the amount of time you're watching it. So you've got nice electric keyboards in there. You've got some clavinets, which is nice, and if we start ripping through them, turn the mic off for this, and obviously you can look down below so you can see what number we're on. And as I'm playing, you can hear there's touch sensitivity with this as well, which is rather nice. So as I'm giving different feel of the pushes, of different velocities, it is reacting to me and changing to a different volume that I want. Some hits, some trumpets. Just start doing them in tens. It's rather nice. That'd be wonderful playing Mario. Really good Mario sound there. That's nice. Very nice string sound. Some wonderful, like, authentic electric sounds on it. It's nice. Getting into some more, there's some Asian sounds there. I think a sitar would be in there. Or Far East sounds, I think they're normally categorised as. Certainly not a far anything sound, that one. Nope. Still pans. Other side of the world now. Having fun there. Okay, well, it's apparent why they have 129 sounds now, because obviously they do 000 as one of them. Okay, cool. So only two that were a bit lackluster. I thought the tremolo wasn't super great, and then the tremolo was really quite. It didn't really sound like a tremolo, and one of the others that was pretty obvious was one of the string sounds. However, I think generally the overall there were some really nice string ones in there as well, and the pianos are the big thing for me. So you've got the first 10 all kind of in a piano category. We'll just go through those once, then I'll tell you a bit more information about the keyboard. That one particularly, that could be used in churches. That's nice. I have to say, for the win, it's got to be sound number 10. That music box sound is one that is very sought after in theatres. I'm talking like West End, off West End, proper theatres, and they've really got that music box sound. It's even got a bit of reverb on it. It's really beautiful. I mean, I can't express how much effort is put into sometimes finding these sounds for shows, but that one I would use on stage. I mean, like in a full show with big audience. That would be wonderful to use that on. Everything else would be perfect for practice. The initial piano sound, I think, is totally great. I would like it that you could get back to... There might be a way to do it that I'm unaware of, but oops, or you could just randomly turn it off. But there might be a good way to get back to 000. Or we can cycle fast, but you can't do the double push. As far as I'm aware, obviously turning it on and off is way quicker than cycling from halfway through. Right, then we go into the volumes. So volume goes up to number 15. However, when you do 15 and you're going through a microphone, you don't get crackling. So check this out. It will take you off of being able to hear the piano through the computer. Now you're going to hear the piano through here. So this is what maybe parents would hear, or students would hear, if they're playing, they've got the two small speakers at the back that this will come out of. So we're going to the volume button, we'll whack this up to full volume, and we're going to really go for it. And we'll see what kind of crackling we can get. Amazing. Really amazing. I've reviewed so many of these in the past. Technology is advancing, and now Oyayo have got that absolutely spot on. I'm giving that as much as I possibly can. There's no crackling from the speakers. Easily good enough for you to fill a living room, fill a household with, if you would like to play to fellow people in the house. That's just absolutely wonderful. And that's what it sounds like with key noise as well. So the key noise isn't very loud. So if you put that on something that might be used in a household, say number 11, have a listen to the key noise of that as well. It's not too bad. Ooh. Can't really hear it. Brilliant. What else do we have? We have tone. What does tone do? Ooh. Great. So you've got your tone as you wish on there. Then you can do dynamics. So that's dynamics off. When I push now, all one volume. When I put this back on, I can do as follows. Let's pop the keyboard back through the computer now. It's literally that easy. What I'm using to put that back through the computer is loud. What I'm using to put that back through the computer is how you just plug headphones in. Just put it in the socket and you're done. And then obviously, as I said, put it down to number 1 because you don't want to hurt your ears. You hear that like crackly sound was just because it was too loud, because it had a different setting for speakers and headphones, which is normal. Okay, cool. You got a metronome in there? You can change the speed of it, and you can also change the type of metronome, change which beats you're working with too, etc. That's lovely. Dual keyboard for teaching. Press dual keyboard. You've got C there. Oh, no, dual keyboard. Hello. What does dual keyboard mean? Nobody knows. It's on. So dual keyboard normally always means that the keyboard is split, so you've got like a middle C and a middle C, so you can teach on it. This dual keyboard is... maybe it means you can do 2 sounds on it? Interesting one. Then we have full fingered, where you press 1 and it's doing chords for you. Full fingered, as you know, with me coming from the approach of a full-time pianist, not something I'd really use with my students, but there's a demonstration of what it is. Insert is a filled, so now you're getting into, if you're using the rhythms, you've got insert and those kind of things. You also got a drum kit on here, which is nice that you can just press it and go straight to drum kit. That's very nice and clean drum kit, as we would hope, especially from something of this caliber. This kind of, let's say, economic value. The drum kit is better than expected, which is a win. There's your tempo button for if you wish to, while you've got the metronome going, things like that. If you want to change the tempo, that's how you do it. You can change it up and down as follows. Then you've got your transpose button. I wonder if you can hold it. You can hold it and do it like that as well. I like that. That's really cool. It means you can do it on the fly, so there's no fussy stuff. That's really nice. Then you've got rhythms. The rhythms are so much better than they used to be. So the rhythms used to... Let's just turn it down a little. The rhythms used to be a problem on some keyboards like this. However, now, no problems. And the big reason for that is just as technology is advancing, you aren't encountering the yucky sounds as you used to. You can cycle through different types as well, which is awesome. Like that. That's really cool. Nice. Okay, brilliant. So we've got all that kind of set, and you can go through the different ones. Can probably do, I would say, yeah, you could do a feel like that. That's really nice, really super cool. You got your play button, you got your pause button, everything's nice and as laid out as you wish. Now, interestingly, there's a record button. Yeah, let's give this a go. So we're going to go to our tone. Once I just have a piano. Press record. That's so nice, and I've not read the manual because I review so many pianos. I tend never to read them, and it's nice because you can see how easy things are out the box. I mean, that is so easy, and it has such a nice finish. There's so many great things. The sustain, you can do it manually, but obviously it's unnecessary because you're going to be able to put a pedal in, and then finally there's a reset button and a demo button, and then the demo will give you all the different sounds linked together. So overall, I'm super impressed with it. From the point of being able to use it for piano practice for young children, I love the weight of it. I love that a parent will just be able to grab this, put this sideways. In its case, I'm certain that like a early secondary school child, so in the UK we're talking like 11 to 13, 11, 12, 13 years of age, is going to be able to move this about when it's in its bag. Yeah, obviously you've got, you know, everyone's different. Especially at that age, everyone's kind of growing different. But I reckon most people will be able to pick that up in the bag, move it about a bit as they need to, and it not really be too much of a fuss. I would probably go out on a limb and say most teenagers, if not all, are just going to be able to grab that and put it up aside in their bedroom or wherever they're practicing. That's nice. And the stand that's supplied with it is one of those fold-up ones. So it comes like this. You can see how it's compact. That is so compact in the box, beautifully done. And you can literally just, you fold that up together. Obviously you build it, it's a proper X stand. And then, oh, what happened to my camera? It's having a moment. And then, yeah, you just go back there. Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, and then you kind of build it as you want. And then you can just pop that anywhere as well, which is nice and easy. But apart from that, it's a wonderful piano, absolutely wonderful. This isn't the stand you get with it. I just thought I'd show that for a moment. That's just a big one that I use for work. But yeah, you get a nice compact one that will be just about over the length either side. X stands don't really wobble too much either, not those double brace ones that this is supplied with, but at various height settings as well. If you have any questions about it, do ask, but my initial thoughts are, for the price range, it's absolutely brilliant, really brilliant. And I'll put a link in the description so you can kind of have a listen. Probably would be appropriate to use the last few seconds to play you out. So there, if you want to do volume, you gotta press volume before you do it. I don't really think it's a big deal. What I like particularly about that is as you're going through the range, it's giving you the same kind of sensation. So the velocity I use for my key push in the middle and the end is all even. So brilliant. If you want a piano, it looks great in the home. The finish, I'm so impressed with the finish. I mean, it's brilliant, the finish. I can't express how good it is. It's really well, nicely packaged because they're coming from far away. So my view on this one is it's absolutely worth trying out. Yeah, get a nice warranty as well with these as well. So yeah, brilliant. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, do put them in the link below. If you've got any information for me on the keyboard as well, feel free to share that. There's never negative or positive things that are a problem on my channel, because if they're about reviews, then of course we're here to share the information. So please do share. That's brilliant. Cool. See you later. And hope you, if you like it, subscribe, and maybe see you again for another one. Okay. Thank you very much. Bye.